Hey everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. It's Mark Weens. I'm in Tabriz, which is an ancient city in northwestern Iran. It's a powerful city. It's historically important for its trade and for its delicious food. And the most important site in Tabriz is the Grand Bazaar, which is a massive covered marketplace. And today we are going to go on an ultimate eating tour of the Grand Bazaar. We're gonna walk around, we're gonna explore, we're gonna go to the different parts of the bazaar, we're gonna eat amazing food, and I'm gonna share this entire exploration of the Grand Bazaar of Tabriz with you in this video. Just arrived to the center of the city of Tabriz. We're walking through the lanes now on our way to go eat breakfast first. First thing, eating breakfast before we continue exploring the Grand Bazaar. Becoming covered, the amazing roof, handmade leather shoes. There's so many alleys, so many lanes, so many streets. You don't know the bazaar very well, you just have to ask people where things are. Get yourself navigated, oriented, because it's such a network, such a complexity of lanes and market streets. This way? Awesome. Yeah, go now. And he's just setting up shop right now, turning on lights. This is cool to see as well. But this is an amazing little hole-in-the-wall shop. You can see the massive pan. It's gonna be an amazing breakfast. The green light. Green means meat. It is time. Yeah. He's starting to cook. He took onions and tomatoes first and just chopped them directly on the pan. That's the way to do it. Then he added in a huge spoon of oil and butter. And he's just gonna saute that around, cranked up the fire. It's on blazing volcanic. Oh. Reaching in for the ingredients, he added in the intestines, and then you can tell when they start to cook, you can see the little circles of them, and then he added in the liver, and now just stir-frying that around, sauteing it in the butter. It smells so good. Immediately this entire little hole-in-the-wall restaurant is just filled with the aroma of the onions, of the intestines. It smells unbelievably good. Wow. Just stir-fried that around, turned off the gas, it's ready. Not overcooking the liver, just sizzling out those intestines. They look like little macaronis. Oh man, that looks good. Caramelized, the onions. Oh, that's beautiful. It's time to eat. This little shop is just awesomely beautiful. I love everything in here. The menu and the writings on the wall, to the cups and the dish cabinet, to the like foil wrapped.
63 years ago.
It's been here for 63 years?
Yeah.
And ventilation.
And his telephone. Hello.
Make a delivery. So you can take delivery orders.
That's one.
That bread is straight up, looks like bubble wrap. Little bubbles. That's like a bubble wrap mold. That's amazing. So he stores the bread outside, and now he just dished us out fresh plates of the liver. That is hot and fresh and steaming, and it smells incredible. It's all sheep liver, sheep intestines, tomatoes, onions, butter. And he sprinkled in a little bit of curry powder and salt and pepper, I believe.
This is the dupe.
The dupe.
Yeah.
Awesome. But it's like a fresh
It's different.
It's like a fresh one.
Yeah, it's local.
Not in the bottle, right?
It tastes amazing.
We were taking too long to eat. Oh wow. So the owner, he came to feed us a bite. He's like, you gotta keep on eating, you gotta eat fat, it's hot and fresh. But that's incredible. The liver is so tender, so juicy. Perfectly like not over salted, but you taste the curry powder, you taste the onions in there. Oh man, that's amazing. And the bubble wrap bread is just incredible too, it's so soft.
Let's have the dupe.
Okay, let's have the dupe. Wow. That is, it tastes like buttermilk. Carbonated buttermilk. Sour, rich, buttery.
It's local, so that tastes different.
Yeah. No, it's local, not bottled.
Yeah.
I've had it before bottled, but that's just the fresh, real deal.
Yeah.
Like, the fermented aspect of it is incredible. And it goes perfectly with this whole breakfast setting, the liver, the intestines, the chili, the onion. Oh, tomato juiciness, and I love how fluffy the bubble wrap bread is. It really is like bubbly. And then I'll chase with the chili. Oh, that chili makes it amazing too. Hamid is on his
Second plate.
second plate already.
The camera was there. I was
Nicely done. And I think also what makes it is the combination of the liver, which is like soft and creamy, and then the texture of the intestines, which are kind of like chewy, elasticy, but you've got that both contrasts all at the same time. Oh, extra curry powder. You can sprinkle on a little extra curry powder.
just busy.
With the extra curry powder, that's wonderful too. I was almost to finish my plate and Uncle just dished me another spoon of fresh liver. And he said, eat it with a fork. Steak it. And need some hot tea to wash down the fattiness of those intestines. Oh yeah, that was a breakfast of champions in Tabriz. Amazing man. Amazing man. Such a huge heart. Merci. That was... What a start to this grand tour of the Grand Bazaar. It's now, I think, a little after 10 a.m. after we finished breakfast. Wow. The bazaar is like totally open now. When we came first, it was only a few shops were starting to open, but now it's fully open. You can see people just filling the lane, the shops, and we're in the clothing section right now. One of the things that's so amazing about the Grand Bazaar is that it's a living museum of history and trade. And so you'll find everything here, but it's also a part of the community, a part of it the city is based upon. It's not even an alley, it's a hall, it's the rug Persian carpet hall, and so this is where the best carpets are traded, and carpets are such a hugely important part of the culture with so much meaning and symbolism in every design. Handmade Persian carpets, and this hall is just spectacular with the natural light coming in, the sunroofs, the domes. What an impressive display of architecture and history. And we're gonna continue walking around the market, but this, it's just straight a scene out of history. Beautiful architecture, trade still happening, people sitting around drinking tea, and everything is separated into sub-bazaars. And also, by the way, the Grand Bazaar of Tabriz, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site recognized for its significance, for its importance throughout history. And one more quick fact is that Marco Polo even visited the Grand Bazaar in Tabriz during the Silk Road trade route. And then passed through a door, and immediately in another section of the bazaar we went from the carpets, all of a sudden you can smell the spices.
The name is Chorokme.
Chorokme, and this is a very famous sweet of Tabriz, which he is just offering us. Wow.
The name is Baslo.
Oh, that's like a sticky kind of jelly with walnut on top.
That's the saffron, Persian saffron.
Oh, wow, yeah. Now that, I've never smelled an aroma of saffron like that. Look at that color even. It's not even orange at all, it's red. It's crimson.
Yeah,
it's
you mix it
crimson.
with water and then it's getting...
So that's like the top quality of saffron.
It's top
for
quality.
sure. Merci.
Merci.
Merci, maman.
Merci.
Okay, and in this section of the market, we are stopping at a 150-year-old restaurant breakfast place. I know they have honey and cream, I believe. Step into this ancient cafe and you're immediately greeted by just stacks and shelves of honey. And so they specialize in honey here. We're just sandwiched in here. It's so tight and warm. I love this environment and atmosphere. So mainly people come here to eat honey and kaymak with bread, and honey's so sticky, so sugary. They have honeycomb. Kaymak is I'm not totally sure what the English name is, but it's like the cream of the cream.
Over the milk.
Over the milk, that rises over the milk. So it's like buttery, but not butter. It's just like heavy cream. Delicious, unbelievable cream. What's the name one more time? Duk?
This is
Duk.
Yeah, that's
Okay, I'm starting to realize the importance of this too, as it's available everywhere, right?
everywhere, yeah.
And you drink it with almost everything. This is what we just had. Oh, that one's amazing. Like the buttermilk butteriness of it, the sourness and the carbonation, and they just have like an entire trough of it here. Wow. That is zingy on your tongue. Oh, he is serving us the entire honeycomb. It is crowded and not much seating, so I'm gonna sit down with Uncle here. Oh, Thailandia. Yes. We've got the honey, we've got hot milk, we've got bread, and this one is the, what is it called again? Sashir, which is the cream. Take some of the bread. Oh, the entire honeycomb. Mix it together. And you can see the waxiness of the honey too. The wax.
And now you can taste it.
Okay, so you got that fresh, unbelievable honey with that. Look at how creamy that is. Into the bread. Okay, my first bite. Wow. That's unbelievable. That creaminess with the sweetness of the, like a creamy neutralness with the sweet waxiness of that honey. That combination with the fluffy bread, that tastes just like whipped cream, but more condensed and so much better. You can kind of mash that honey into the cream again. Wow, that is spectacular. Finally is the hot milk. Oh yeah, that's just straight up hot milk, but like so fresh, such good quality. Ah, it's so scorching hot. What a combination, what a sweet, creamy combination. Step outside, open air section, just a sprawling kind of like flea market section. There's everything you can imagine here, from household appliances and everyday necessities to foods. An entire city within a city. Probably one of the most common street foods in Tabriz is, okay, the exact translation is potato and eggs. He has this pan full of steaming potatoes and boiled eggs, and what he does, his technique is amazing. He takes an egg, he deshells it, puts it into bread, and then he takes the potato out of the steamer, he puts it into the middle of the bread, and to smash the potato, he just like folds over the bread and just smashes it with his palm. Everything mixes together, the egg, the potato, he adds on some pickles, some salt, and then the key seasoning is dried mint, and immediately as he sprinkles that on, you can smell that. And what a setting, standing in the steam of the potatoes and eggs, and he rolls that up. That is like hearty, warming. That's the probably one of the most popular street foods in Tabriz. Oh, the mint.
The pickles.
Yeah, the pickles is a nice touch, actually.
It's the bigger for me.
Yes.
And smaller for you. No, I'm joking.
Yes.
It's for you.
No.
Oh yeah, and I forgot, he had one key ingredient that I forgot he added is fresh butter. Oh, with the pickles in there and the dried mint, the simplicity of it, the starchiness, the carbohydrate rich, the potato, the egg just provides that protein, the mint provides just enough flavor, the acidity and the crunch of the pickle. That's just like simple, hearty. I mean, it's a little bit plain, but it's so warming. It's so good. A little chili on here would make it perfect. Merci, Mamnoon. This bazaar is just absolutely amazing. Just, it's like taking a step back in history and time. I am loving it, and we're just entering back now into the, well, I mean, it's all the bazaar, but we're entering back again into the covered section. Is it mint? Just stepping into a tea shop, an Iranian tea shop. This is called Persian tea. And just step in here, the aroma of the tea is just filling this entire little room, little space. Wow.
You're their pet.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
pet.
you.
We put
sheep
fat.
fat. Wow.
In Iran, it's very popular.
Awesome.
We know that it's not very good for the healthy, but
it
we
tastes
use.
very good though.
Of course.
It tastes very good. So just thank you very much. Nice
You're
to meet
welcome.
you.
Have a
Just
nice
little,
time.
just a few hunks of fat here. Okay, let's continue. I love this place.
Wait, and say that again. This is the paneer.
This is the paneer from Liqman, and it's one of the best cheese in the world.
Wow.
Trust me.
Thank you.
Quick taste of the paneer. Whoa, the complexity of of sheep flavor in that. Wow. The sourness, the saltiness, the richness. Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
What's also incredible is the mix of modern and history all within the bazaar. And so you'll come across toy shops, you'll come across electronics shops, and it literally is just like a never-ending network of lanes and stalls. And just, if you don't know your way around here, you will just go around in circles and probably never find an exit. This is that type of place. They told us to come down this ancient passageway to see what's down here. Wow, that's a steep step. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And it just opens up into a warehouse. This is where they're dyeing the fabric and the thread used for the Persian rugs. Now emerging back out into the lanes of the bazaar. We're just quickly stepping outside to the main Friday mosque of Tabriz. It's okay to You can see the whole roofing structure is just like the bazaar. The entire floor space is covered in Persian rugs, and just the peacefulness, the colors, dates back to the 11th century. And we happen to be here right at the time, at the call to prayer, and just walking to the front of the mosque now. But these Persian carpets and part of it, every part of the symmetry, oh, nice lights, has a meaning, has a purpose, and now we're at the front.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Back to the lanes of the bazaar, a fork in the road, choose your direction. Oh, we're in the fruit bazaar now. Thank you. You gave me a pomegranate. This is one that you can feel the squishiness of it. This is the one that's a natural juice box. You just bite a little hole into it. Truly is a never-ending just network of lanes and alleys. This bazaar is incredible. Oh, here's something we gotta try. This is a type of beet, sugar beet, right?
Yeah, sugar beet.
And they look like massive potatoes or massive sweet potatoes, but they're just huge, like cone-shaped. He has them on like steaks on the pan, boiling away, a whole pan boiling away. When you order one, he takes one, he slices it up on your plate, he adds some of the juice, some of that sauce onto it. I think it's just completely plain simple, all about the sugar beets, and then slices that up. But just the whole scene here is impressive. The steam rising. He even has bleacher seats over there. Oh, that's cool. Merci,
I never tried it before. This time. Oh, it's hot.
Yeah, that is hot and steaming. Okay. It doesn't look red, it doesn't look like a beet at all, but it tastes exactly like a beet. This is so unbelievably cool.
No.
It's so sweet and juicy.
Yeah.
And the texture, rather than the normal red beets, the texture is more soft, right? More soft and silky.
That's sugar.
So sugary,
Yeah.
yeah? It's so sweet, too. And that's all natural sugar.
No sugar at all.
No sugar at all, that's all natural.
Yeah.
And it literally tastes like it's gushing with sugar juice
Yeah.
with syrup. Gushing with syrup.
Yeah.
It's that sweet. Just the aroma. That's like, that's straight up syrup steam. Natural. So cool. Just the scene, the simplicity of it, and just like the oozing, bubbling sugar just erupting out of each beat. Hello, salam. And come to a intersection, 4 ways to go, never know quite which way to choose because it all looks the same and just, I think it's this way. I think that way. Oh, this is the restaurant that we're eating at. Awesome. And it's time for lunch. Step into the lunch restaurant. Hello, salam, salam. Oh man, it smells good in here. Like the meatiness, the rice. Hot rice in the drum barrel. So fragrant with a little block of butter per plate. Filet. Wow, what a kebab. That's the filet beef, right? It is beef filet kebab. He sliced it into pieces, put it onto the metal skewer, a handful of onions, and then just like pounded it into the meat with his palm, with his hands. That is a beautiful skewer of meat. Wow. Kebab kubire. That is the minced meat kebab. That is insane skills. Wow, as soon as the kebabs come off that, I'm sweating right now, off that flaming fire, they go into a pan. Oh wow, ready, ready. Into a pan where the juice collects. That's just straight meat juice and fat hissing away. Oh man, the meat juices are out of control. Yeah, sure. Oh. And just like the pictures around the entire room.
The short guy, the black. 120 years.
Family restaurant for 120 years, generation after generation.
Exactly.
So much history, culinary history in this restaurant. Oh man, sitting in here, cozy seating, rubbing shoulders, tight spaces, but there's just, this is the amazing environment I'm ready to eat. I can't wait for lunch. The soup is to begin your meal with, right?
Yeah.
The soup is very famous here. It looks like barley and
Yeah.
barberries.
And barberries on top. It's got carrot in it. It should have chicken as well. It's like chicken soup.
And everybody who comes here starts with the soup, right?
Yeah. Normally in Tabriz they start with the soup. And potato, I can see potato as well.
Tabriz barley soup.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, the tomato in it, right?
Yeah.
The tartness of the tomato, that's what makes it. The sourness of those barberries. And then just kind of like the gummy barley. Yeah, I'm gonna squeeze in a little bit of the lime next though. Make it even more sourish.
Sour.
And the carrots are so soft, they just disintegrate in your mouth. With that extra squeeze of lime, that's an extra dimension of sourness. I love it. That's just 2 full plates of butter. Wow, that's a lot of butter. Hot, fresh, steamed rice. So now that is a rice technique. You take a raw yolk, put it into the hot rice. All the richness, the fragrance, the aroma, the aromatherapy of that. And that's one of the greatest moves ever. He takes the fresh kebabs right off the grill, brings them to your plate, and literally, like worms, just like sizzling hot with his fingers, just pulls it off the skewer onto your bed of rice. And you can hear it like hissing in that butter and yolk and rice. Wow, that's an amazing move.
Next, you take the tomato.
The next step is that Hami took the tomato, mashed that up into the rice with the butter, with the egg, then sprinkled on sumac, and then finally take all of that together in one spoon.
Ready?
I cannot wait. Oh, wow. What a combination. The richness of the rice, but at the same time it's so like fluffy and light.
Yeah, and the butter coming, melting in the, rice
Melting.
and
The butter melting, the meat melting, the kebab melting,
and the egg.
and the yolk. Okay, this is other next level now on my plate with the kebab juice, with the tomato, with the chili. Mash up the tomato, mix it with the rice. I'm gonna mash up that chili in there too. Stir that around.
Take the skin off.
Oh, take the skin off the tomato. Okay, perfect.
Do you have the sumac?
Oh yeah, no sumac yet. Thank you, sumac. Awesome. Okay, take a piece of the kebab on top of that mixture. Scoop in with everything. Oh, look at that bite. Look at the cross section of that. Next bite?
Yeah, cheers.
With the juice.
The juice is the key.
And with the green pepper. That combination of textures is just blowing my mouth away. Wow, thank you. Oh, this one is the fillet, right?
Yeah,
The one
that's
with
the
the
filet
onions
kebab.
that you patted into it. Sumac on top of the kebab. Kebab fillet next. I'll put the green chili on top. Yes. Yes. The chili bite. Yes. That butter and the yolk. That fillet is so tender. The pepper with it.
I'm just sweating.
What a bite.
It was crazy. It was good. So
Awesome,
good.
right?
So good. I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
This is like world-class kebabs.
This is the most famous restaurant in Tabriz.
Again, chase that. Whoa. I got it. Chase that with onion. Combination. And one of the key things is that the rice has to be hot. It has to be freshly steamed. It has to be served hot so the butter melts, so the egg slightly cooks and coats the grains of rice. And then with that hot, fresh kebab, it's insane. And a little bit of sumac on top. Oh, yes. Okay, that is the perfect bite. If you can get it to your mouth. It's like game over, the game over kebab.
Merci. Merci.
Merci, maman. Thank you. Merci.
What a lunch, what a place. That is a must-eat restaurant and kebab style when you're in Tabriz. From here, we're continuing on to one more restaurant that's gonna wrap up this ultimate eating tour of the Grand Bazaar of Tabriz. And the final restaurant that we're going to, actually this is a very nice restaurant, still within the bazaar. Step in here, it's like a cavern, well decorated, and we're here to eat a type of like kafta, the sofa seating.
Koshi?
Yogurt.
Yes. Yogurt with the sashir.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That oven is amazing, filled with little small stones. Never seen an oven like that. And so they bake the bread in there, they cook dishes in there, and when he pulls out that long bread, he actually has to like hang it and then pull off some of the little stones that have stuck. But that gives it that texture too and that heat. So they assembled all the different dishes, the kafta, we're having the dolma, we're having also the aubergine stew, and then one more dish, it's like a lamb piece shank, and they surround it by vegetables. And the move that he makes is he takes a saucer, he fills it with some like flammable liquid, puts another bowl with some of the fat juices from the lamb, lights that on fire, so that's genius, so it doesn't stick, so it doesn't harden, so it remains melted and liquid for you as you eat it. Just pulled out the bones from the lamb. That is so tender, baked in the hot stone oven for 11 hours. Just fork tender. You don't need any knives. The bones are so clean. You pull that up. Okay. And that's like the charred crust around the.
Yeah.
Wow. That's like the caramelized crust that he gave us for the first bite.
Merci.
Merci.
خیلی ممنون.
So next up for the Tabrizi kufta. It's this big like meatball stuffed with, you can see the barberries on top, it's within a soupy sauce, and then Hamid broke it open and there's a peach. Is it like a dry peach on the inside? And you can see, and there's rice in it too?
Yeah.
Or it depends.
Rice and meat. And lentils, saffron,
lentils,
egg.
rice, saffron, egg, and peach in there.
Yeah.
Wow, what a dish.
For you.
Thank you.
You like to try the peach as well?
Sure.
Yeah?
Sure, but you.
But
okay.
be careful about
The
the
pit. Okay. It's so like crumbly soft, and I like the little sour bits of the barberries and the peach. It's also so soft and so juicy because it's cooked in that soupy sauce and with that bread. It's amazing. Okay, and then you can follow that with some of the herbs. Just a whole basket of herbs, from green onions to basil to mint to parsley in there. For the dolma, popped in what looks like caramelized onions, crispy onions, and barberries as well. And these are like, they're not like circular shape, but more almost like little square pouches.
So I can see rice in
there's
it,
rice.
meat, minced meat, some vegetable,
All right.
and lentil, yeah, and grape leaf.
Yeah, wrapped in grape leaf. All right.
Cheers.
The texture of lentils you feel, the sourness of the grape leaf, the barberries.
It's good.
Really good. This is the next dish. Final dish that we got here is the eggplant stew. And again, you kind of mix and mash it into the rice, the saffron rice with some of the lamb.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay. Okay. Yes, okay.
How's that?
Wow, the eggplant aubergine just melts with kind of like a tart tomatoey flavor,
Yeah.
but with the texture of that meat. With the like, again, the soft and silky, so fluffy the rice.
It tastes amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah.
With the lamb.
It's like pure comfort food.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some meat and put sashir on top. You ready?
Oh wow. The richness of that, and then like the sour creaminess.
Like,
That is a
welcome
bite
to
of-
heaven.
Yeah. And then finally, dessert time. This one is apricots, dried apricots with walnut in the center. We got tea. Wait. All right. You're slipping out of the little fork. Wow, yeah. That is sweet, but really good. Oh,
Good
it's like
mix.
cinnamon tea. That is a really good mix. Look at that. Look at that. That's like a... That is a dessert I've never seen before.
It's like my face. Look at that.
A circle. It's a circle. It's kind of heavy. Wow. Oh, the saffron.
And taste the saffron.
A dense donut just crumbles with syrup and saffron. Really saffrony. That is sweet. But it is very good.
Nice, nice.
The last
Taste
thing to
in
eat.
Tabriz.
Okay, last taste in Tabriz. Okay. Whoa, yeah, that's like a sticky syrup. And this is like it's like a jam of beet, ginger,
Black carrot,
black carrot,
olenjan,
olenjan, which is a local vegetable,
yeah, local vegetable, and sugar beets.
and sugar beets.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Wow.
And dates.
Oh yeah, and dates. Wow, that is sweet. You immediately need to follow with tea. Very sweet, but very rich and pretty
I'm gonna
good.
say goodbye. I'm near explosion. I had too much.
I'm gonna lean back on the sofa now. Oh, that was a good. That was a good amount of food.
Good. Thank you very
Amazing.
much.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Taster. So that's gonna be it. That's gonna wrap up this tour of the Grand Bazaar in Tabriz. And I wanna say a huge thank you to Mr. Taster and to Gasser Satere for arranging everything on my tour to Iran. It's been an incredible trip and all the people that we've met along the way. And if you haven't already watched this entire series, the other videos in this Iran video, be sure to check them out. I'll have the link in the description box. Big thank you again for watching. Goodbye from Tabriz, Iran, and I'll see you on the next video.